Hey gang, so a few weeks ago I did a video on if you'd need an expensive drum kit or not, or you can get by with something cheaper. So after that I had the idea about what about snare drums? So one of my favorite snare drums I've had for 40 years is a Ludwig Acrolite, the aluminum looking one that's comes in a snare case with sticks when you're a 9-year-old fourth grader and they give you instruments to pick. That's where this came from. But I've had it for 40 years, used it at Berklee the entire time in ensembles and recording ensembles and gigs and whatnot. It's still underneath the house in a gig bag, ready to go. So figured I would do a comparison of that versus the one on the Masterworks, and then I had the idea, you know what? I've got this row of snare drums here that is always behind me that usually I only use the Masterworks one, but I'm just going to do kind of a shootout video. So it's kind of a, do you need an expensive snare drum, or just kind of compare different snare drums I've got. So it's that kind of video. So it's going to be two parts. First one is me just playing along, and I've already done all this, but I'm playing along with one of Buddy Leach's songs, and I just played several bars, or I think through the first verse or chorus or something like that on each one, and put them all together. So I'm just going to let that play. You guys let me know in the comments which one you like best. I did not change any EQs or compression or anything. I just basically swapped the snare, played the song again. And then I did, which will be part two so that this isn't too long. On that same song, I just did like 4 different type grooves, and with each snare drum. So you got to, hear it without the song and just kind of compare. So anyway, let me know what you think. Here's part 1, and also just to show you, here's the snare drums. Okay, so starting to the left, that's one of my favorites right there. It's just a classic. It is the Pearl 50th anniversary, 1946 to 1996. The 1-ply maple, 5.5. And man, the first time I saw one of those, it was I think in Mars Music in Nashville in '96. They had it up on a music stand on the counter, and with a $1,299 price tag. Ended up getting that one. That's number 127 from a guy on eBay for $500 in 2003. So I've had it ever since. Love it. Next in line here, that is my Pearl 4-ply maple in wine red with gold hardware that you can see is kind of jacked up. That's a 6.5. That's a great snare drum also. When I sold that kit, I did not want to sell the snare, so I still have that. So that's in the comparison. The next one, that just has a mesh head on it. I did not record with this because it's just one of those heads. So no sense in doing that. That's just a regular Pearl steel, I think. I can't even read it. Yeah, steel shell. So that's what that is. Next one is another classic, the Ferroni, 6.5 by 14, Steve Ferroni snare, gold hardware, chrome. Man, it's just a killer snare drum. Next one down here is a Mapix my buddy Jason Webb gave me for my 50th birthday a couple years back. It's an 8-inch, so I will tune this one low and muffle the crap out of it sometimes. And it's just another great sounding snare drum. And this one is a marching snare, obviously. Keena, my wife, she found that at a yard sale. Got it for $5 a couple years back. It was nasty. Cleaned it up, and it's just a cool thing to have. I have not done anything with it, and I did not use it as an example. Just want to show it to you though. So, and then the Acrolite, which is back underneath the house. So that's all the snares. Again, this is a 2-part video, and let me know what you like, what you don't like. Let me know how you like it. Thanks.